Do you ever think, my sweet friend, that there must be a better way than the way that most of us are living? Every morning I go for a walk, and even though it's just after the sun comes up, so many people are getting in their cars, leaving for work. And truly, I feel their heavy hearts, wondering why they have to do things they don't want to do and how life turned out the way that it did. It isn't so much that they're sad or depressed, not really anything of that sort. It's more of a bewilderment as to how it came to be that when they were little and growing up, they had dreams of great aspirations to accomplish, and now somehow that has just fallen by the wayside, and instead they're entrenched in a system where they're trading their time for money. Do you see yourself in any of these stories I'm about to share? I know a young couple, really sweet. They're both very gifted musicians, and the woman in particular definitely does not want to continue to live in this area, and yet they just can't seem to find a way as a couple to earn a living from their music, to break free from the system, to move out onto land in Tennessee, which is the desire of their heart. The woman is more open to leaving, and her boyfriend is more afraid, but it's understandable because he's concerned about how they'll take care of themselves financially. But don't you agree that just shouldn't be a choice anyone has to make? People should be able to do what they love, and also their finances be taken care of. There's another lovely woman that I know. She has a full-time job, and she says it's a good job and pays well enough to cover her bills. But she comes to me quite often and asks, what can I do so I can create something on my own? She loves animals, rescuing them, and I've offered to her the idea of a pet sitting service. It's something she could do even while she's still working her full-time job, because her admiration and respect for animals is tremendous. She is such a beautiful soul, so amazing and compassionate with these animals, and yet it's scary for her to have to make a decision about earning a living full-time or doing what she really feels called to do. Another couple that I know, a really sweet woman and her boyfriend who's a musician, they want to start a church, but not a religious one. A church for children is what they call it, a music church, where they can bring the children in and encourage them. This is in the New Orleans area, and surely that area needs a lot of upliftment and encouragement, because between the weather that comes through there and the economy and tragedies that have occurred lately, a lot of people are very down and sad in New Orleans. And again, this couple, JB and Hannah, are super sweet and want to open this church, but are struggling to figure out a way to do it. And again, my sweet friend, that just shouldn't be, should it? When people have gifts, talents, and abilities, and they want to bring goodness into the world through those gifts, then it should certainly come to pass. Do you see yourself in these stories that I've just shared of beautiful souls who have so much to give to the world and yet cannot find a way? Earlier this morning, I stopped by to see a friend. He's financially successful, owns a business that has been in his family for several generations, and even though he's doing well financially and all seems stable, he told me that when he looks at the clientele that comes into his shop, he just feels sad for them. He feels that people are going through so much and life could be much better for them, and yet he doesn't know what to do to change that suffering that so many people are going through and to make it better for them. There is a better way, my sweet friend. You and I were given gifts, talents, and abilities to make the world all that it can truly be. What is it that is the desire of your heart? What are those dreams that you've buried or just pushed to the side because you don't see a way for them to come to fruition? I know it may seem as if life was just always this way, that people had to trade their time for money, and that very little time was left to spend on the things that mean the most to each person. But it really has only been a few decades that the system has been working this way, and there is great hope, my sweet friend, because many people are deciding to take their life and their livelihood in a direction that is true to their heart and to forge a way to add to the world all the goodness that is within them. Above all, it just takes a little bit of bravery and really examining your life to see what it is that you want to do. And although I promise you, I truly understand what it's like to try to balance using your gifts, talents, and abilities with also being able to pay the bills and take care of responsibilities. Nevertheless, if you just start, if you write down what your dreams are, and if you begin to walk that out, I promise you, the way will appear, life will open up for you, and change will come. The better way is following your heart. And when enough of us follow our heart, we can change life from how it seems it's always been to the way it's meant to truly be. Every great societal change occurred that way. There were a few who thought differently and believed in what seemed impossible, and those few band together and did something that wasn't being done in that time. And as more and more people joined in, there you go, my sweet friend, life changed. There are many of us who are forging a way, following our hearts and using our gifts, talents, and abilities to glorify all that is. And you are meant to be part of that movement. If Swanky Genius encouragements helped your heart, we'd be ever so grateful if you liked, commented, subscribed, shared our podcasts, and check out our book, journal, and coloring book series featuring Lamp the cat and Swanky Genius the bird, who are whimsical best pals at swankygenius.com.